Hey, what's going on? I'm going to be going over the basics of meta tag information, how to use it to your advantage when you're building your website or your web project. Um, it's inevitable that you're going to come across the need to uh, manipulate certain aspects. Now, right here on my desktop is a practice source file that I put together for you guys. And if you want this, all you got to do is go to our website. In fact, I'll show you where to get it right now so there's no confusion. Go to freewebdesigntutorials.info and go down to the blog roll, and you see this one right here, practice source files. Click on that, and that'll take you here where you can download the zip file, which is actually at /practice if you rather just go there directly, or you can go through the blog. It's right there in our blog roll. But this tutorial, we're going to be going over the basics of meta tag information. And meta tags are little snippets of code that the computer uses to find files. Actually, so I can show you that it's computers in general. Like, so if you're here on your own computer and you decided, let me widen that, we want to look for something on your computer. Well, you click on this and it would search, and the typical search format that Microsoft would use would actually go into your files and actually read all the data from all the files on your computer, trying to find words that match the words you're looking for. So let me put in a word here. Like, let's say I have my resume somewhere on this computer and I'm looking for that. And as you can see, the screen is changing. It's suggesting resume. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that. Where is it? Where did I put it? Because I forgot. And it's not finding anything. Oh, okay. Because the search is limited. Sorry about that. Let me look on my desktop. Is it on my desktop? No, I don't want to search there. I want to search my resume on my desktop. Is it there? Oh, it is on my desktop. So, resume. Now, I'm going to go ahead and open up this. Okay. Just so I can show you how metadata works on a small scale, and that'll help you to understand how the search engines find stuff. So we go here to File, and in the property, is it in Options? Yes, it is in Options. Advanced. No. Where is it? Display. Oh, great. I gotta go through all these now. But you see all of these little pieces of data. This is all metadata. It's just small little snippets of code that give information about the page, so that later when you come back, Microsoft Word is tripping. Okay, so later when you come back to look at the data, or to look for the data, you'll be able to find it easier. So here's a great place to do it. Okay, so you see right here it says tags. Then it has authors and all of this. This is how you find it. So if you're on your computer using like Microsoft Word, or and you wanted to be able to find a document more easily, then all you do is you put in a nice descriptive set of words to describe exactly what this document is and how it's used, or whatever data you think is important. Things that'll help you find it later when you're looking for it. Well, the same thing goes on the web, and I'm going to show you where you can find metadata information on a typical web page. Here we go. Now here's Yahoo's home page, and I'm using Google Chrome, but the process is the same. It doesn't really matter which browser you use, but you right click on that page and you're going to see this little pop up here, and you go to view page source. And when you view the source, what you're actually looking at here is the actual HTML coding in JavaScript that went into writing this page. And look at that. Let me see how many lines of code that is. Over 1,600 lines of code just to produce this home page. All the links, everything. 1,600 lines of code. And you guys want to build your own website. But here we go. This is what it takes. And right here is what I was talking about, the metadata. Now, as you can see, it's an HTML tag that goes inside the head. Okay, the head of the document, which is, basically the brains of your HTML document. And it says meta, and this is the basic layout for this. It's meta, and then you have the description of what kind of tag it is, and then you have the content, which displays what the actual data is. Now, applied, here we have meta, and its name is equal to description, and then the other attribute is that it has content in it. And now here's what the content says: welcome to Yahoo, the world's most yada and yada and yada. Now Yahoo still uses meta tags. I've heard some people say you don't need meta tags on your site anymore. I would say you don't need as many as you did in the past, because Google's algorithm, when they do their searching, typically is ignoring a lot of this information and heading straight for the content on your site, which is found in the body, and it's forming a lot of information based on your header tags and what's in your body. So that's something to know. But if Yahoo is still using it, then you should be using it on your small web project. Now, here's another one, wallpaperstock.net. I'm not putting any I'm not like advertising for them. It just happened to pop up. I had them on here. So let's see what kind of meta tags they use. Oh, sorry about that. Let's see what kind of metadata they store. And now you see here, and this is a perfect example. Now you see here, this is the title of the page, and then they have all this other metadata that's in the back here. And let's see what kind they have. Property, the OG, URL, OG type. So they're pretty gangster right here. And the rating, general, author, they're telling you who the author is, the language. This is another good tag to keep. This is the robot tag. Now this is the robot meta tag. Now this is when the search engines come to search out your site, they're gonna basically say, do you want them to index the site, meaning do you want them to keep information that they gather from this site, from this page? And then the follow means, are they going to follow the links or the anchor tags on your site and map those as well? So you definitely, if you have a blog, you definitely want them to follow those links, because links is a major part of Google's algorithm. Links coming in and going out from your site, and how interconnected are your individual pages. And I'm going to show you how to do that in a future search engine optimization series, and I think that's going to help a lot of people to get their web projects where they need to be. But this just shows you that there's other types of metadata that you might want to collect. Now this is probably proprietary data that they have for their own purposes. Who knows? Like I showed you before, if you're working in Microsoft Office has tags where its little robot that searches your computer in Windows is looking for that data. So is the same way with Google and Yahoo and Bing. Those guys have little robot crawlers that go out all over the web, mapping millions of websites, billions of URLs every day. And so these meta tags give them the extra information to help them properly catalog your site. So really what you're doing is you're just making it easier for you to be found, which is one of the key principles of search engine optimization. Now this is Heritage Web Solutions. Again, I am in no way endorsing using them. I just wanted to see what kind of tags they were using. View their page source, and bam, ooh, they got PHP showing that shouldn't be showing. So you can steal that little stuff there. I hope they know that's showing, because your PHP shouldn't be showing like that. We're going to talk about that in a PHP tutorial. Here is very interesting too. They're actually using HTML 4.0 transitional as opposed to XHTML 1.0, which is the current standard. And as you can see here too, there's quite a bit of meta tags that they're using, again, that appear to be proprietary tags, and this is all by choice. The only ones that really are going to show up when you're talking about search engines for Google and Bing and Yahoo are going to be the keywords, the title, and the description. These are the key, the top three right there. Those are the big dogs. And just real quick, let me show you where those pop up. If you were to go to google.com, all right, and you wanted to do a search, let's search for, I don't know, French fries. Oops, I may not make it to French fries. Oops, yeah, let's look for French fries. Now, here's a search on Yahoo, or excuse me, on Google. Here's what it looks like. Over here to the left, and they recently updated this. It didn't always have all this extra data over here. But look at all the data that's being collected from Google. Now, this is very important for you to think about when you're building your web page. Now, up here at the top, we don't see, when it comes to French fries, we're not seeing any search engine marketers, which we'll probably look up something else so I can show you how all of this fits together. But each one of these is a reference, and look what it shows there. This is typically going to be the title of your page. This is how it's going to show up on the, as I showed you here. Here's the title, and as it shows up here, it also shows up, where's the page? Okay, let's click. Where's the page? Let me duplicate this. I used it, and then I'll get rid of the view source part. And as you can see here, this title, this title matches what is up here in this portion. So you see that? I hope you can see that. It matches that. That's the equivalent of this right here. So let's click on French fries on Wikipedia. And as you can see, bam, what does that say? Wikipedia, French fries, same exact deal. Okay, that's going to be your title. The next thing down here is basically, this is the full URL where the information was cataloged and taken from. And then down here, you see this? Now this is very important as well when you're doing search engine optimization. Again, we're going to have a tutorial on all of this, but I'm just going over it now because it does pertain directly to you getting your metadata right on your site. Bam. You see this right here? This is actually the description of the page. So let's just click on that. And let's see where they're getting that description. View, page source. And let's see if that's the actual description that they wrote or if that's the one that's generated by Google. Okay, name, resource, loader, dynamic styles. Let's see, let's go back up a little bit. Generator, Apple Touch icon. You see all this stuff? This is all different. Now these are all links. This is not metadata. So, but here's some meta right here. The only meta I see here. So perhaps what they have going on here is some type of script or code that's written, probably in JavaScript. You see all this? This is JavaScript that they used. Well, is it? I can't even tell because, you know, they didn't put it out correctly. But yeah, it looks like that is the JavaScript itself. Normally you would want to put this on an external sheet, but we'll go into this different. But normally you want to put that on an external so nobody can really read that. It's just pulling it from another page. But we're not going to see the description here because it's not there. So probably where Google, and that's what I was telling you, is that they're bypassing that metadata going directly to the content. So this information down here will probably match what's in the beginning of the description. And as we look, yep, it sure does. You see that? So now you know I'm not lying to you and giving you false information that's not true. This is where that data came from. So really, there's very limited control. Now, it could be that that was a default, so that could be a fluke. Let's try wallpaperstock.net, and let's just copy them, and then let's search Google for them and see if the result is the same. Okay, wallpaperstock.net. Now, again, we see here the title, we see the URL, and then we see some data there. And Google did another cool thing, and this is something, a benefit that you're going to see when your site gets bigger, is that as you get more and more sections and folders, Google will also chronicle those sections and folders and have them out here to be seen. Now, I'm not sure what these are. Maybe they're popular links. I don't know if this is something different, but they'll chronicle those folders, and then you'll see when you come to search for stuff, you'll see all these different links for different portions of that person's site. So it's very important to keep track of that. And let's just see, like I said, I wanted to see if the metadata from here was pulled from, if the description was pulled from the actual metadata on the home page or from somewhere else. So let's check. And they have a description, and here it is. Wallpapers, desktop, all that. Let's go back to Google, see what they got. Wallpapers, desktop, free photos. So it would appear that by default, if you have a description, that Google still is going to take that and put it in the results. Now I think we're ready to go in and actually show you how that relates directly to your web page. All right, now I put a little practice source file on our website. I don't know if I went over that in the beginning. I've been talking for so long, it seems like. But if you go on here, I built a little mini website for you, and there's no information. It's just templates that you can work with and practice on. But let's click on this index right there, and you'll see that I've already set up your meta tags for you in this particular document. So you can go in here and you can practice with working with metadata and getting what you need. And of course, I've made a proprietary link that will show you who the creator of this particular template was. You can take all that off. This is all free, open source. I'm not charging you or anything. I'm just promoting, doing some self-promotion. Shamelessly, might I add. Shamelessly. So right here, we got the description tag. And let's just type some data in there. Let's just, this is a practice. Let's do, yeah, my name is Sid. Let's just type that in there. And as we'll just keep that the same. We'll put keywords. And now when you're picking keywords, we'll just, you know, I'll go over that later. Sid names will be the keyword. And keywords, we'll put a comma in there. And we'll make the title of this, my name is Sid, as the title, just so you can get an idea. And we'll save that, and then we're gonna run this. Now if you're wondering what text editor I'm using, this is Notepad++. We'll run it in Chrome, and as you can see at the top here, again, let me close those out so I can get a bigger bar. Doop. Alright, my name is Sid. Title. Right click, same deal. View the page source, and as you can see down here, that information is populated. So my name is Sid here. Sid names is there. So it's the exact same process. Now in a future tutorial, we'll be going over how to actually pick effective keywords and how to put together a strategy that will allow you to get lasting search engine results on Google, Yahoo, and whoever is doing the searching. And the principle is pretty much the same. So have I accomplished my mission today? I have shamelessly promoted myself once again. Go to freewebdesigntutorials.info. I showed you how to put meta tags in a web page, and I also showed you where they're located and how to find them. I think I did a pretty good job today. So if you have any questions, hit me up in the inbox, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks for viewing. Have a great day.